Welcome to a new episode of Everlasting Summer. So, here we start. Alisa story. Do not run. Run. No, do not run. Alisa ran and Bass stopped at a moment and growled. I'll deal with you later. You know what, I will give her a kinder voice, or let it drop the voices altogether. Or not to drop the voices, okay? I criticize from my friends say my voices are not good. But you know what? Fuck it, I will do it. So how will we do it? I'll deal with you later. Deal with me? What did I do wrong? I added forcefully guilty smile in my word. But what am I guilty of? She made no reply and carry on. She's an electronic. Okay. This is something I didn't do last time. Because I hate betting. And I don't want to deal with stuff like that. But, guess what? 2 points if you bet with Alisa. Bet with Alisa. And you see, I cannot pass this video, this dialogue. I may regret it 100 times. Fine, I'll do it. She smiled. But if I win, yeah, all fair. No cheating. Alisa turned and stared inside the center. Why I'm doing this? Because she can set me up regard if she want to. Since she decided to anyway. I let out a heavy sigh and follow her through the door. So this means the battle with her wasn't waste. Now the only thing left is hope that she won't spread that false gossip about her loss. Suddenly, I got a desire to celebrate my own victory and have a dip at the beach. To tell the truth, I do not really know how to swim, but the possibility of diving into the cool water under the moonlight seemed attractive. After all, I spent the whole of yesterday in my winter clothes, and surely you could nicely rake the sweat out of me. In the evening, no one should be here, so I took off all my clothes except my underpants and into the water. If I only know, I would have to take my swimming trunk along. Usually, it was enough for me to swim for 15-20 minutes, but this time, euphoria of my victory spread me on break this record. I swam slowly and tactfully, watching every movement of my arms and leg, and kept my breath steady. Something happened all of a sudden. Wah! The strike of my back sent me underwater. I started to draw, but managed to force myself to jump out and grab the nearby board. Look at her eye. She have crazy eye. What this? What you? I turned and saw Alisa swimming after me. I'm going to get you. What the hell are you doing? What? I'm doing hell of the water. And what if I start swimming? Well, I save you. Of course. It was just too dangerous to stay here. She could easily sink me again. I gathered all my strength and swam to the shore. I slowly started to catch my breath beach and stuck to my body from head to toe. This is different clothes than before. After some time, Alisa came out of the water, wearing very sexy clothing. You know, you win well. I wouldn't say so. Yeah, too. Well, wasn't that obvious? I said nothing. You won twice against me today. That means I forget 2 of your depths. 2? What kind of depth is she talking about? It looks like Alicia has a problem with evaluate reality. Thanks a lot, I said sarcastically. You're not as much of a loser as I thought. Alicia was wearing swim. She looked totally different than the artwork is like. Oh, look, okay. Alicia was wearing a swimsuit that perfectly embraced the beauty of her figure. Oh, yeah. Well, taking into account all of the flaw in her personality, at last that advantage of her couldn't be taken away. Since when did I become a loser? She smiled. What wrong? Aren't you one? Of course not. And how will you prove it? I don't have to prove anything. Oh, so is that it? She said without any anger. Yeah, that's it. The silence was expected. A light wind gently played with the wave, sending them to the shore and take them back after. Alicia was still looking through me as if it seemed she completely forgot about my position. Hey, after Alicia. Her look immediately switched back in her normal one. Anyway, bye-bye. Yeah, I gave her a different voice last time, but this is voice easier to do than because I will focus on her, so yeah, I'm still new to this. She picked up her clothing lying nearby and left. I show you my figure, now I'm leave. Beep, beep. It was late, but I decided to spend a little more time lying on my back and stargazing. Stargazing. The moon is the biggest moon since forever now, and no one is looking up. After all, I didn't have that many opportunity for that before. Or I simply tried to avoid every opportunity. Well, if we think about it, the light from the faraway stars reach us only after millions of years. This, like Sakura Beach, this guy who loved the skies. Oh, skies, lovely skies. Right now, I can see the star because it was shining back then, long in the past. And now this star is going already exploded. Wait a minute. She took my clothes off. This bitch. I get up and looked around my bitch. No doubt about it, Alisa took my pioneer uniform. Damn it. And I was just starting to think that maybe she's not spoiled. I need to come up with an idea quickly. Cartinally, I could go and complain to Olga, but not in my wet underpants. I didn't know which cabin Elsa lived in either, and knocking on every door is certainly not a good idea, while wearing nothing but the pants. Maybe I should go to Sylvia. Yes, of course, a night wearing my underwear. The only thing missing is a rose in my teeth. Overall, it looked like I am screwed. In any case, I have to do something. I was lucky not too much time had passed since she left, so I could still catch up with Alicia. Hurry up! Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. In the blink of an eye, I found myself in the square. To my great surprise, Alicia was sitting on the bench, a bouncing board. She had already changed. Give them back! Yeah, sure, take them. She muttered with a guilt tone and handed back my uniforms. Don't you think I was waiting for you on purpose or anything like that? Also not rare. Alicia turned her back and set off toward the cabin at East Beast. I was left standing privy to the spot. I didn't expect such a twist. The girl did a job, perhaps. Fat chance, anyway. It's better to keep away from her, and recent events do not change a thing. I headed to Olga cabin. Did she put weird things in her clothes, his clothes, like the thing that make your skin itch? For the first time today, I finally felt how tired I was. There was no light in the window, so Olga must be sleeping already. Strangely enough, she waited for me yesterday. He had sex with girls. That's normal. Yeah. If Sylvia is not normal, I'm not at that time. Sylvia's mine. What you said? No, great mistake. Entered the cabin, quickly stripped and laid on the bed. When you think about it, my situation hadn't gotten any clearer today. In fact, I have spent whole day doing useless stuff. I wouldn't have never have even thought about doing something like that in real work. I thought I had plenty of time. How much time I will have here in total is still mystery. Maybe an eternity, or maybe there are only a few minutes left. I just didn't want to think about the past, about how I got to the camp. For the first time in a long time, for a long while, I felt really tired. Not only emotionally tired, but also physically tired. Physiologically tired, and God knows how else tired. I just want everyone and everything to shove off, starting with my own thought. I wanted this mess somehow resolved by itself, or at least without my active participation. And what if I am stuck here forever? Then I'll have to get used to it. So I just like that. I'm not ready. My conclusion slowly drifted away from me, and it became progressively harder to consider on something distant. Perhaps it's better to wait until tomorrow. I rolled over and fell asleep. Oh yeah, at the first time we saw that before, but since this is Alicia's story, we should do it again. The girl was given in all with her eye closed. She was on her leg upon a speaker and was on her body with the rhythm of the music. Yeah, badass. Badass, I'm badass. And this will be the thumbnail of this series, except if I find something better. I couldn't recognize the melody, but I was pretty sure that I heard it before. Maybe she will become famous in the future and he know her because he's a fan of her or something. That will be twist. Probably something from Soviet rock. I could have named dozen band in this genre right off bat, but I was hardly an expert. The song seemed really simply, literally just 3 chord progress. Probably even I could have played it, given some time to practice. I wonder where Alisa got her playing skill. In the USSR, such a music had never been national acclaim. The future rock stars wasn't taking any notice of me. It was like she was trying to become one with the music, to resound in every note, in every bar, in every triplet. Rock heroes of the 80s instantly come to my mind. Many of them were devoted to music in similar way. If she got dressed in something more suitable for the period of fashion instead of her binary uniform, no one would notice the difference. Her performance was coming to an end. Making out at last couple of chords, Alisa finally noticed me. Do you like it? She does seem as surprised as I would have expected. Yeah, that was cool. As if you could do any better. Smile Alicia slyly. Haha. I'm not saying that I can do it better. I'm not a pro in music. No doubt. Yep. I didn't know what to tell her next and was heading on my way. Wait a minute. What? Heard about evening dance party? I thought it was a ball. Ball dance party, what the difference? She forward. Yes, I did, and what? Are you going to go? After throwing this word, she turned away. I'm not sure, and you? What I'm going to do there? Watching a herd of morons? There was some truth in Alicia's word, but that open disrespect surprised me. It's clear that it's not the idea of ball that she hates. But why? What do you mean why? Well, why don't you want to come? Dancing party out to be fun. Do you really think so? She really pissed off about that. And obviously flashed in her voice. Annoyance, I mean. I don't know. But I thought that you would never like them. She interrupted me. There absolutely nothing to do at such parties. I see. So, what you plan then? I asked just to keep the conversation going. I'll just carry on practicing. What are you practicing? The song, dumbass. You even heard it? Alicia had gone totally mad. A few more wrong questions and I will have to run for my life. Who wrote the song? I did. So you write it by yourself? By myself. Cool. An awkward silence hanging in the air. Okay then. Don't you wanna listen? Didn't just hear it. That's not what I mean. She bowed. The whole song, it's just jam for now. Oh, come on, do it then. Not right now. Well, don't do it then. I felt uncertain about the she wrong with me. You mean you don't want me to play? Oh, don't act so cute. Seemed like I frustrate her. I get ready for her, so smashing guitar on my forehead or something even worse. But there was only an upset expression on Alicia's face. I told you. Oh, come on, tonight. I'll play it for you. For me, that's so nice, how cute. Tonight is the dance party. You said that you wouldn't go. I didn't say that. Frankly speaking, I didn't want to go, but messing around with Dava Shia was not good either. Olga won't like it. Screw her. Olga scared me more than you. She was the final boss in the first route. Said Alicia getting steam up. So, what's the right answer? Go to Alicia, make another cues. Okay, I'll count. Yeah, accept, of course, yeah, I will count. No, I won't, sorry, I will count. So, it's time then. A few minutes later, I appeared at the stage. Maybe it was a bad idea to accept her offer, just talking to Dofaj could mean danger. On the other hand, I wasn't eager to go to the dance. What can I do then? I'd only disgrace myself. No, I'm better off listening to Alicia playing the guitar. I mean, guitars are cool. Coming closer, I saw a person sitting on the edge of the stage with her leg dangling. So you came after all? Alicia put the guitar aside and jammed into the ground. There was even a trace of joy in her face for a moment. "Oh, my love, you will see how great a music I am." Playing for someone is surely more interesting than being alone. As you can see, what are we going to do? What do you mean, what? I'm asking you. Well, you wanted. I guess sudden idea what that situation is one for her usual prank and should never have expected her to guitar a song. I'm going to bed, bye. I turn around and wave her attention slowly. Hey! Alicia grabbed my sleeve. What? Oh, look at her, she's so cute. Don't you want to listen? Listen to what? You yourself don't know what you're going to do. Of course I know. She looked at the guitar and hit the string with rim cover. Ta-da! Sit next to me. Come here. I didn't object, and in the moment I was sitting beside her. It's better this way. Missed the dance, leaving now and then, what would I do? The role of a stranger was more suitable for passive observer and not for the eager seeker of answer who want to be so badly. So I'll show you how to play this song now. Dum da da dum da da dum. Just like that, right away. What do you mean right away? I haven't held a guitar for a long time, so could probably guess how long it has been since I held one. My skill were enough to make cat laugh. Meow, ha ha ha, meow meow. It's not difficult. I throw an instant looking at Alicia. It distinctly seemed to me now that she just can't express her feeling. She could lose her strange self-control for a moment, and I'd get to see a casual and even funny and friendly girl. And then when her self-confidence and ambitious turned back on, it was bitchiness as usual. And which is the real one? Hey! What? Stop daydreaming! Oh yeah, sorry. So, are you watching? Yes, I am. What song is this? The one I played this morning, of course. Oh, okay. I'm listening. Alicia made up her mind and started to play. That's it? Did you get everything? I may have understood it, but I probably won't be able to replicate it. How shall I put it? It's okay, practice makes perfect. She is undoubtedly right on that point, but I have had problem with practicing all my life. Well, la 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 la. I took the guitar from Alicia and tried to play the first chord. It was hard, as if my fingers were trying to knock and didn't want to be in the right place. I used to be better before, but now I wouldn't even be able to play Twinkie Twinkie Little Star. Well, wait a moment. Look like you won't be able to rock Hero. She laughed handily. It's maybe better this way. I hesitantly get tried to remember the order of a string to press. By the way, this is like electronic guitar music, but this is acoustic, so it's like kind of weird. I think the artist screw up here. Well, the guitar started to make a devilish sound, resemble the ground of a wandering dinosaur. My left hand finger constantly missed the right brief, and my right hand didn't strike the rhythm. Let's call this progressive rock. Progressive? Well, give it back. La 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 la. She took the guitar away and it sounded completely different in her hand. You don't have talent for that. Ah. I felt embarrassed by my clumsiness for the moment. Alicia's skill may not be on the level of professional guitars, but nevertheless she plays simple things like this was confident. She must have a lot of practice. Do you get it this time? She finished and offered the guitar to me. Well, I did better the second time, but it was still a long way for Alicia level. Or from any distance advantage level. I was aware of how totally worthless I was compared to her. It seemed too simple just playing a song with 3 chords. The tune is too simple though. I put the guitar aside. Alicia was lost in thought for a moment. Even a preschool kid could play it better. Hey, thanks. I tried. So I noticed. This was my first time. She might be trying to demonstrate her evident superiority at playing the guitar. It's not like everyone can be a musician. Not really. Alicia looked up at the sky. Though you can't be one, that's for sure. But why is that? You should have heard yourself. I have to regard something here. Well, don't mind me. Why does Alicia need to do that? It's obvious that I am a horrible guitarist. Obviously. But if I had some practice, so will you practice? I don't know, maybe I will. The guitar was the last of my problem though. I'm stuck in a strange world I can't escape from. That more important than a stupid argument with Alicia. I suddenly felt an annoyance, self-pity, apathy, and urge to leave this place, to forget this evening. Those feelings left a nasty impression and a burning desire to do or say something stupid, as if it would change anything. What? Me learning to play guitar? You surely couldn't you strain the guitar for a couple of days and give up? Alicia would precise my heart. You know what? Oh well. Should she know? Is it any concern of her? Am I reacting this way just because it is true? And that if it's Alicia who spoke that true, you can't know how to do everything. Probably not. But you should be able to at last do something. So are you saying that I can't do anything? How should I know? What? Should I tell her about my computer skill? Or about the book I read and movie I watched? Oh well, this is pointless conversation. That girl without saying. You're only concerned with having fun. And you do nothing but whiny. Well, forget it. I jumped down from the stage and walked away from the concert area. Go then. I heard Alicia yell at me. I'm already gone, I hissed. Oh yeah, for her terrorist attack, yep. Active carbo too. But never know. Well, if she really has it. Itchy, okay. You're an idiot. Alicia's story is the hardest one for me, because if I do normally, there's no way I will do anything Alicia wants. There's no way we'll be together. It's like the opposite of me and her. I reach into the drawer and get out the active carbon. Thanks! She wanted an from head and front. Besides, he gave me active carbon. Fuck you! She pointed at me with her finger all square circle. Though about the pointless of the act due to the small bomb size left me in the very moment. She stole it. I did nothing. Even if he gave it to you, I'm sure that Simone will never take part in such a discarded act. Yes, exactly. I read. I can hardly imagine how long she would have kept on scolding Alicia if Electron hadn't bobbed out every moment shouting, "Fuck you!" Now we go with Alicia. And go with you. It was as if Olga had read my mind. What is that? Well, who tried to blow up the momentum? And as if that wasn't enough, who also tried to slander Simone? She said it in such a voice that Alicia did not dare to argue. Happy now? It was all your fault. You tried to slander me, you did a terrorist attack. She blurted once we were left alone. What do I have to do with this? Was it me who tried to blow up the momentum? Elsie grunted and turned away. I'm not going anywhere with you. Oh, please don't. Great then. Excellent. We stood silently for a while, not looking at each other. I dared to break the silence first. Is that all? All what? All that you want to tell me? Yeah, that's all. Do you mind then if I hear why you tried to blow up the momentum? I was bored. Yeah, that's what all ISIS members said. I was bored. Why rape this woman? I was bored. Why destroy this village? I was bored. Right. Blowing it up would have definitely cheered you up. Elia seemed really reluctant to go with me. As for me, however, I had decided to find Shrek after all. It wasn't him who interested me the most, but the abandoned camp. For some reason, I had a feeling that I might find out something there. And I really did not like the idea of going alone at night. So, you scared then? Are you daring me? She gave me a sarcastic smile. Oh no, I never. Good luck if you're staying then. I turned around and started walking in the direction where the old camp should have been. Alicia caught up with me at the forest edge. Wait up! I'm going with you. Why did you deign to change your mind all of a sudden? I asked ironically. You don't need to know. She started and handed me to flashlight. That's quite wise. I don't know what I would have done there alone in the dark if it wasn't for Alicia. Electronic had told us the old building was built right after the war. It looked like a kindergarten for like a barricade, except and definitely could hold fewer pioneers than today can. It had been abandoned for about 20 years. The night forest was completely unlike during the day. Just a couple of hours ago, it seemed like just a small grave where even a blind man wouldn't get lost. However, as if the darkness fell, the trees seemed to grow up. The bushes suddenly took up all the free space, and the path so wild in daylight, turning into a barely visible wave in the dark green forest ocean. The final strokes to this picture were the birds, the insects, and the beasts who were giving concert, each with its own instrument, creating together an amazing yet frightening nocturnal symphony. We walked slowly, Alicia a bit ahead and me in her wake, trying not to fall too far behind. She acted sure to a fault. Absolutely not like me. Every rustle of bushes nearby or hot an owl overhead made me cringe and look around time. Of course, it was obviously that there was not much to fear here. The local wood weren't likely to be tamed with wild beasts, and it seemed there were no people at all in the world apart from those in the camp. However, the fear was there on instinctive level, and I tried to walk carefully and to stay at as watchful as I could. Discretion is the better part of a vulture after all. Alicia stopped suddenly, so suddenly that I nearly bumped into her. Nowhere? Oh, you're afraid of the dark, huh? What? Well, a strange ahead, I guess. Are you sure? I tried to figure out of the direction. It looked like we were going to the right way, or at last the way suggested by electronics. However, without a map, without GPS or GLONASS navigation, I wasn't even sure that we were still on the same planet, wherever it was. We haven't taken any turns. We have been walking straight toward all the time, just as electronics said. Then why haven't we made it to the old camp yet? How should I know? Alicia's rude way of talking was already getting on my nerve. Are we already lost? Why will you say that? We were barely a kilometer away from the camp. So what? She looked visibly settled. So nothing. If you didn't take it, you can go back. Hello? No way, I mean, I can't do that. I might just let you go. Not like I like you or anything. Alicia eyed me disappointedly for a while, and then her face changed sharply. Well, I will then. She suddenly turned around and started marching briskly back toward the camp. Good luck! I shouted as her was going. However, Alicia might be right, and we are in fact lost, in which case it's not a good idea to stay here alone. The cool night breeze blew strange, and I shivered. But going after her would mean lose face. Even worse, admitting she right. No, I'm not ready to accept that. I could have probably spent until morning arguing with myself about this if it wasn't for Alicia's scream. Eeeeee! My leg carried me, and there toward she went. About 20 meters on nearby fell to a hole, and managed to jump over the last moment. As for Alicia, it looked like she had not managed to. I was about to point the flashlight into the darkness when I realized that she'd taken it with her. Well, that had to be expected. Are you alive? Yes! Her muffled voice sounded up from the below. Did you break anything? Hell, if I know it yet. At last, flicking in the hole, I stepped closer and bent to examine how deep it was. The crumbling hole went through about 3 meters into the depth, but it was pitch black below. Help me, get out! Alicia yelled angrily. And how did you imagine I should do that? I don't know. Think of something. Well, what do you see now? Describe it. Well, it's sort of a tunnel and... Nah, just tunnel. Tunnel? That's weird. Come on, let's get down here. So we will not go to the building, we go to the tunnel immediately. This is interesting. Is there the best idea you have? I rather run in the camp for a rope. You gonna leave me alone here? Alicia's voice lost much and embarrassed. But you are alone down there anyway. Hey! She cried out loud and directed the flashlight right over my eyes. Well, Don't panic, trolls aren't gonna eat you there. I'll be back in flash. Alicia was screaming herself and fit from down and couldn't make it outward. However, I only managed to take a few steps before the ground yelled under my feet, and before I knew it, I was trampled down. I grabbed a tiny rope, and somehow I slowly drew my top. But it snapped under my feet and went flying down with me. Are you alive? I barely opened one eye and felt a searing spotlight upon me. Oh, alright, put it away. Alicia was squealing next to me and looked at me with nervous manner. Any limb broken? I don't know. I moved my hands and feet. Everything seemed to be fine. Given the height, I was pretty lucky to make it down alive. I barely managed to stand up and examine the crash site. Indeed, we were in some kind of a long corridor. There was some kind of heavy wiring all along the wall and lamp encases in heavy metal holder attached to the ceiling. In any other situation, I would have guessed that it's a subway serve tunnel, but it was hardly like Sovanok has already reached such level of infiltration. Where are we? I don't know, but we have to get out of here. Climbing the chamber wall was hardly option. In fact, I was wondering how we even survive a fall from such height. Well, it seemed that we got to find exit anywhere else. How do we do that? Elsie asked, slowly turning Bill. Not a single trace of her usual arrogance remaining on her face. Well, I guess there got to be an exit here, right? Probably, but which way do we go? Now that's a good question. At first glance, it seemed like a good idea to head toward the camp, at least in the direction I thought it was, but I hadn't seen anything there that resembled an exit from catacombs. And that means that we should rather try the opposite direction. So, I will end the episode here and see you next time with more Everlasting Summer and continuing the story of Alicia.